This is our slime graveyard, home to the worst and the weirdest slimes we have at Peachybbies. And today I want to mix all of these slimes together to see what it makes. Who knows, maybe we could create a new Peachybbies slime. But first, we have to take all of these slimes off the shelf. I'm gonna be honest, there are way more graveyard slimes than I thought there were gonna be. It looked like a lot less on the shelves, and now that I'm seeing them all laying out, I'm starting to think we might be a little bit over our head. So what I think I'm gonna do is separate it by categories, color, texture, and then weirdest slimes, because we have a lot of them. So first up, I want to organize the slimes by color, but I couldn't choose which colors to put in these 3 buckets because we have so many. So I brought in my friends to choose our colors for us. Okay, so first up, Dan, what color did you choose?
So I went with blue because there's a lot of blue slimes in the graveyard, a lot of ocean-themed slimes, so I think there'll be a lot to choose from and a lot to mix together.
Okay, how about you, Jack?
Originally I chose red, but we didn't have any red graveyard slimes, so I picked pink.
I chose green because these are gonna absolutely destroy your slime, and it's also my second favorite color because Dan wouldn't let me choose blue.
Sorry.
So first we're gonna start with green because I think this one is the most interesting out of all the ones I've seen. So we're gonna get a little bit of this one. It looks like there used to be a little beaver in here, so we're gonna get that. And then just like a good chunk. I think that's what we need for each one. Into the bucket. We have light green and we have dark green. This one looks like it has some kind of glitter. This one looks pretty plain, so we're gonna put a tiny little bit of these ones. How do I pick them up if they're liquid? It's okay, if we move really fast, I can get it. Okay, so we have these green ones, but we also have all of the slimes back here to look through. So I have to look through and find every single green slime. So just give me a minute and we'll look through all of those. So fun fact, we actually couldn't fit all of our graveyard slimes in the set. So there are, there's still a few on the shelf. I am gonna include this green one. This one looks like it was a surprise slime that someone never opened. From Aaron to Christian. Good luck. Ew, okay. So this one kind of looks like mashed, this one kind of looks like mashed peas. It's a little bit gray, but I feel like the green on top still makes it a green slime. So now we have this nice swampy green, kind of a grayish green, but I still feel like it counts as a green, so we're gonna include this one as well. Ew, this one still smells pretty fine. I feel like I'm touching them very carefully because I don't want to touch a liquid one. Sometimes you just think they look like slime and then they're not actually slime. Not green, not green, not green, not green. 3 green ones. So over in this corner, I have spied 3 greens that we are gonna put in this bin. Why are these all so heavy? So this one looks like a nice clay-ish liquid. You just gotta go really fast and hope for the best. Contrary to popular belief, I don't really want to be covered in slime today. I'd prefer not. We're here to sample the graveyard slimes. We're not here to be covered in them. Now we just need to get this fleshy red one out. Big reveal, a gloppy gray one. Looks like there's pockets of liquid in there and it's solid. So we'll take a good clump of that to counteract the gloppy green. So now we have this mystery one that looks half green, but it also looks half blue. So I'm not quite sure what we're getting here. Oh, it's a foam cube. So the biggest question is, does this count? I'm gonna say it counts. I feel like it's mostly green. And with you, I don't know how we're gonna mix that. I'm gonna get some of the red meat slime and put it in there so that we don't have to come back here again. Because honestly, it's a little dark back here. I don't like it. I think I made this one. It's not very good. So we're just gonna take a little bit and just hope it doesn't overpower the rest of the slime. I have also spotted an extra pinkish one. It looks kind of reddish pinkish. I think it counts. This part is not enjoyable. Ooh, this one's bubbly. Can we get some ASMR? Did you hear any of that? It was sadly not very satisfying at all. So for that, we're just gonna add a little chunk. 1, 2, moving on, since we are passing the reds, we have one I'd like to call slightly meat colored, and then I bedazzled it because I didn't think it was pretty enough and it looked kind of like this one. I don't know how easy this is gonna be, so we'll just take a little bit. You just gotta, you gotta finesse it. Good enough. This one is really cool. I'm really excited for this one. I have high hopes before we grab any of it. Come on, bud. Oh, no, it's good, it's good. We'll grab a lot of this one just because it needs to offset all the wet ones. Into the bucket. I don't know what anybody was planning with this one, but it has like a nice like rainbow kind of thing going on. I think that's pretty cute. So I want to get a little bit of each color. So we'll go like scoop. Oop. While we're here, we're gonna get these extra pink ones. So I call this one Atomic Pink. This one was made by using literally all of our pink pigment. So that's one of my favorites. We'll put that in there. Let's get a little bit of this guy. I think we need some thick, oh, this one's kind of like a snow fizz. I'm not really sure what it was supposed to be, but it's gonna keep our slime solid. And we do have a blue one right here. I am not gonna be able to get that myself. Can someone please assist me? But this one looks very promising. It just says Bingsu and it's just blue. It is a little underactivated, but but you know, looks good to me. So if you'll move with me to the blue section, this one's really fun because I found out it's jiggly blue. I think I'm just gonna take the top. We don't really need the slime. This one I did touch though. I think this one's relatively fine, so I can grab this one and it'll be okay. Oh, it's actually really pretty. Look at it. It's like nice and shiny. We're almost done, I swear. I feel like I've been doing this for quite a long time. I don't think this is pink, but I was told that it is, and it's fine because I wanted to fill the bins up anyways, so we'll just count it. It's kind of foamy. I was gonna do all the slimes in the graveyard, but these are not slime. These are glue. It really gets me with the wet. I hate the wet. Ooh, this one actually has ASMR. This is a good one. We're gonna get a lot of this one. Into like a little ball. You might want to back up. So now that we have all 3 of our buckets of slime, it took absolutely forever to get these, but I think I'm gonna put them in this bin, which conveniently says deceased, you know, because we're going for a graveyard theme. And then we're gonna mix them together. So let's, I get a spoon. We have to make sure to get all of the slime in there. If it only gets the top part, I don't think it counts. There's our nice blue. Now we have our nice green. Give it a second. Nice. Now we just take the bottom part out. I was really hoping this would be better looking than it is. What I was really hoping for is like a nice re-layered bin soup. And the second I realized that I had to force them out, I realized it wasn't gonna happen. So this is what we got. I'm gonna be totally honest. There's absolutely no way I'm mixing this by hand. So I think we're gonna throw it in the mixer and come back to it when it's actually mixed. So now that we categorized all of our graveyard slimes by color, I think we're gonna start organizing them by texture. So to spice it up, me and Jack are gonna do a competition. We're each gonna pull a random slime texture out of this bowl, and the first one to fill up their entire slime bucket with that texture gets to name the final slime. Since you are our guest here, Jack, you do the honors and you pick a texture first.
Thick and glossy.
Thick and glossy. I got clear, which is probably an even worse choice than that one. Competition starts now. 3, 2, 1, go. There seems to be no clear slimes at all. I think this one is clear. So we're gonna do this one.
Thick and glossy. Okay. Ew! It's glossy, not thick. Does it count? I don't know. Oh my God, this one's also a mess, and it is also clear.
Oh. The oranges. Is there a limit to how much I can put for each one, or can I just?
This one's getting more thick and glossy. Well, it is kind of mixed with like a clear texture, so that works, right?
I think this one is a clear. Never mind, that one's really liquidy. All of the clears are goo.
Oh my God, what is this? Jeez, this color is not gonna be pretty.
This one's a clear. Nope. Never mind, I don't want that one. This one's a clear. Nope. Never mind. I'm gonna go over here. I don't want any of those ones.
I'm giving at least a little bit thick to my glossy mess. This one's pretty. I should have started with this first.
I hate this. Only because I think that she's getting faster than me. Oh wait, that pink one's clear. Go.
I know it's gotta be a thick and glossy under here. Oh my. 1, 2, 3.
Help. Is this full?
Ha, I'm full.
No.
Oh man.
I don't feel like that was a fair fight. Every single clear slime I tried to touch was goo.
Well, I kind of used all the graveyard slimes to create my own thick and glossy texture.
Well, I mean, technically, I guess that means that Jack wins. I don't know if I agree with her use of butter slimes, but I'll let it slide just this one time. Which means that Jack, when I create our final slime, you can come back and you can name it.
Yeah!
So let's throw these 2 slimes in the mixer and work on the last slime as they mix. Now we've come to my favorite section of slime. These are gonna be all of our coolest, oldest, or grossest slimes that we have. And I think that this is a good representation of all of the worst slime that we have in the graveyard. So I'm pretty sure most of these are liquid. I love that. The goal is to fill up the bucket, but if we're gonna do that, I'm gonna need to have some bigger bowls. Let's just go down the line, see what's not liquid, and get more of that. This one specifically, I have no idea what it is, but I have no respect for it, so I'll leave that there in case I need it again. Next to this blue one. So this one is really interesting, because the top is blue, but if you scratch under it, it's more like a gray color. So I'm not really sure what's going on here to make it look like this, but I feel like this categorizes it as a pretty weird slime. So we're gonna add a good portion of this one. I was just told that this is probably the oldest slime in our graveyard, so it makes it what, like a year old? Maybe that's why it's white on the top. I don't know. It looks kind of cool though. I'm not mad at it. Next we have this nice coffee grounds one. I also have no idea what this one was supposed to be, and this one is activated, so we are gonna add a ton of this one. Now we're moving on to my favorite to the pom-pom slime. I love this slime. I think it is so cute, but I am a little worried because pom-poms, when you put them in the mixer, they kind of dissolve. So that means I should add a ton of them to make sure we have some pom-pom in our final slime. I really love pom-pom based slimes, but we can't sell them in the shop because sometimes they'll just like completely dissolve. So it's not a very sellable thing. Now on Fruit Loops, if all loops were buried in heart shape, this one is not as fun to squish. So we'll top it off with some more texture because I think something that our slime is lacking is texture. We have to give it a little bit of personality, you know? And there you go. This is our final bucket of graveyard slimes, all the weird textured gooey ones. So we just need to mix this together, probably activate it a little bit, and then we're gonna move on to the final slime, which I think we're gonna need to use a bigger mixer for. So now that we have everything mixed, we have our 3 final slimes. We have the slime that has a bunch of colors, the slime that has a bunch of textures, and then we have my favorite one, the weird / misc slimes. And this one, I'm not gonna lie, I already saw it, so you can't get my full reaction, but it's furry. Remember when I was talking about how pom-poms dissolve when you mix them too much? And I was like, I'm worried about this happening. It happened. So we have that. So all 3 of these slimes are nice on their own, but I think we can make them a lot better if we mix them all together. So let's get the official final product by taking them to a big mixer out in the warehouse and mixing them all together. So here is our final slime. From first glance, pretty good. I mean, I kind of knew it was gonna turn like a purpley color because they always turn purple or they turn brown. This one is a nice purple. It's a little stiff. If you stretch it just enough, you see little furs come out of the side. So that's fun. That's a fun texture. I've never experienced that before. So I think we're gonna take it a step further. We're gonna decorate our giant slime just so that it has a little bit of decoration before Jack names it. Okay, let's decorate the slime. So I'm gonna be completely honest. Dan was like, go pick out the sprinkles. And I was like, okay, but I forgot what color it was. So I went with a duck pond. So I have ducks, but I've been watching a lot of cruise vlogs and apparently they hide ducks on cruises. And then I saw the ducks and I was like, wow, that's a really cool thing. But it doesn't match. So we're gonna give Jack a challenge here. I'm not sure what she's gonna name this, but it's nice and sparkly and nothing cannot be improved with a little bit of glitter. So this is our final slime. It's full of pom-poms and ducks. So let me get Jack in here and then she can name our brand new slime and see if we should put this in the shop. Jack, come over here. Okay, so this is our final slime. It was inspired by cruise ducks.
Cruise duck?
Yeah, apparently they hide ducks on cruises.
Let me get in here. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my God, you gotta be a bodybuilder to play with this. Where did the fur come from?
What do you want to name it?
It's giving mud. Let's call it ducks in the mud.
It's really offensive, first of all. But I mean, if that's what you want to name it, I guess that's what it's named. Let me know down in the comments, would you guys buy ducks suffocating in the mud? They're dying in there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.